All right, so here's the plan. We're gonna use this Rain-X kit, this windshield repair kit, and we're gonna attempt to fix these chips in the windshield. Windshield chips are a drag, especially when they're right in the center of the field of vision. But what are you gonna do about it? You gonna replace the windshield? You gonna call the chip repair guy? Or you just gonna roll the dice and leave it? One thing's for sure, everything you do is gonna be more time and more money. What about those DIY windshield repair kits? Do they work? What if you mess it up? If you leave it, you run the chance of your windshield cracking in the center, then completely exploding. Okay, maybe not that bad, but a little AI fail there. But anyway, you get the idea. And did you know that Arizona is #1 in the United States for windshield repair and replacements? I didn't know that before this video. And also, did you know that the average cost to replace a windshield is $760? Oh, that's crazy. In full disclosure, I've never done this before, so it's gonna be a learning experience, at least for me and maybe you, but anyway, we're gonna find out if this works. First, we're gonna follow the instructions and we are going to repair the chip that is on the driver's side, because there's 2 chips right next to each other. So we're gonna repair the one on the driver's side per the instructions in this kit. And then we're going to take the chip right next to it, and we're just gonna take the resin from the kit and drop it in and see if it does just as good of a job. So you'll have a side-by-side comparison at the end that you'll be able to say, you know, which worked better, or did they work equally well, or did one actually not work out, or was the whole thing just a waste of money? Those are the questions that we're gonna answer on this video. All right, here we go. Cut. Okay. So step number 1 is to clean the affected area. All right. So we are gonna clean those 2 chips, and I'm just gonna get my phone out, and why not get even more video of this. I just wanna make sure both of these are really, really clean. So the idea here, now they're so clean that you barely see the reflection, but that chip and that chip. So we're gonna do the drum, the resin drum here, and then we'll just drop the resin there and see if it makes a difference. So first thing I notice is that this moves when you go to plunge it down. So you're gonna have to readjust it a few times. All right. So then you screw in this guy. Also, it looks like they give you, I downloaded the PDF from the website, but it looks like they give you some instructions here. And here we go. So these are the curing strips that are like inside the instruction packet, which is crazy. I guess they give you a little razor blade too. Oh my gosh. So all these are statically charged. That's fantastic. Let's put that down. All right. So what's this thing called again? This is the resin chamber. So this little drum here is the resin chamber, and you're supposed to screw it all the way down so it just barely touches the windshield. But I mean, if you're trying to do this correctly, okay, so right about there. I believe the next step is you put a few drops of the resin into the resin chamber. And of course, I think these things are gonna blow away, so let's put this back in the Jeep. Okay, so something that they're not telling us is that you actually have to clip the end off of this guy. So I'm gonna get someone to do that. I'll be right back. The instructions say to put 3 to 6 of these drops in, but it's not super clear if you got to get the drops into the center thing or just anywhere. It'll be okay. I think it's down there. So let's go 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we'll just put it right in the middle there, the 5 drops. And then you need to put this little plunger guy in there and then start screwing all the way down. I would imagine that you got to go until it doesn't go anymore. Okay. Apparently, you are supposed to undo it and then redo it a couple times. I mean, it looked good to me from the inside, but I mean, since I don't do this, I don't really know what's good. So I'm just gonna go back and into the Jeep and look again. Okay. I mean, it looks like it filled it. And so I think now we're supposed to leave it after the air has been removed. Put the applicator on. Okay. So So once you're satisfied that the resin has made it into the chip and that the chip itself is filled, then you just remove it, which is kind of crazy, but whatever. And then you put the applicator strip on top. So let's just dislodge these guys and then remove the whole thing. And then we get one of these applicator strips and we just put that guy on top. And apparently that guy is just supposed to protect it. So we'll let that guy do its thing. Now let's move on to this other chip over here and see if just applying the resin directly makes any kind of difference in the quality of it. All right, so there's the resin. Oh my gosh, sit up straight, there we go. There's an applicator strip. And now we wait. The instructions say to move the car Jeep into the sun after you apply the resin so that the sun itself, the UV rays of the sun, can activate the resin. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna move the Jeep over there so it's directly facing the sun. And all right, here we go. Preliminarily, it looks like, I mean, I can see the chips. They do look less pronounced, but maybe that's because of the resin on the windshield. I don't know, but we'll give this a couple more minutes and then see if it works. Shifty and I think that this one's gonna be a super fail, but we're still gonna give it some time. Okay, so it's been over 5 minutes, probably closer to 10 minutes, and it has been baking in the sun. So I think it's time to take off the applicators and use the razor blade to clear off the resin. All right, so let's do that now. That guy over there, and we're gonna get this guy over there, get more of that windshield in. Okay. There goes applicator strip number 1. Tell you what, this metal cloak catwalk makes everything, if you're doing stuff like this, it makes it so easy. I can tell you right now that it's not looking good for the Rain-X kit. I mean, it does look reduced though. So, is it a partial win? I don't know. And if you don't use that, the applicator, and the resin's gonna get everywhere. So, is it a partial victory? That's wild, dude. Okay. So how did this go? I don't think it went too well, dude. You know, looking at this thing from every angle, there's like maybe like a 20% improvement in the chip. I got to look at the before and after, but you know, looking at this thing, it looks like we're going to take the L on the Rain-X Windshield Repair Kit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that did not work. Hey, if somebody out there from the Rain-X product team is watching this video and wants to tell me how to do this better, I'm all ears. Please get in contact with me and I will redo this video and we'll see if it works out better next time. All right, challenge on. Well guys, this DIY was a dud. It didn't work out like I wanted it to, but you know what? It was 11 bucks. We gave it a try and it is what it is. If you think you want to try the Rain-X Windshield Repair Kit, I'm going to leave a link in the description for this video. If you saw something that I did wrong or you have a suggestion for improvement, hit me in the comment section. I'd like to hear from you. Any of those buttons below this video, just click them all. Just like go through and keep cycling, clicking them all. Otherwise, that's all I got for this week, guys. You're the best. Stay awesome. I'm out of here. And I'll see you on the next shift into sunshine.